Welcome on in. We are continuing our franchise here with the Arizona Diamondbacks. We are running into May of our first season, currently coming in with a 14-15 record through April. We had a hot start coming out, but we've been struggling lately. The good news is we actually have the league leader in home runs and the NL Player of the Month, Christian Walker. But the bad news is we've lost Merrill Kelly to a torn rotator cuff. He's out for the season. So we are patching together our starting rotation. Might be something that we try to do. So we might need to fill in with some trades or something back into the rotation to get us through. Tommy Henry, his 2 starts in Merrill Kelly's absence has been absolutely brutal. Let's get back into it. Starting off May, 2-game set against the Texas Rangers, who are also hovering right around 500 right now. We got Heaney and Martin Perez, 2 lefties coming in. Get the 1 dub, take the series, but down in Double A, our number 1 prospect, Jordan Lawler, gets injured for 3 months, and that is tough to see. Losing that development time is going to be brutal, and hopefully it doesn't set him back too much. Goodness. All right. The Rays have offered us, my goodness, everyone's getting injured. Dre Jameson out 1 to 2 weeks, and we have lost the first 2 games to which was a 12-19 Washington squad. They're now 14-19, putting us under 500. And let's not get swept here. And it looks like we might not be. Christian Walker keeping up the momentum. He's got 2 home runs already in this one, league leading. And let's see if we can make it a 3rd for this game. Now Walker's got 14 on the season. Hitting 285 with the 976 OPS. He is currently in the lead for the MVP voting also, which would be no surprise after winning the Player of the Month in the first month of the season. Down 0-2 quick, and let's see what we can do. And we strike out. Those curveballs are coming in at 71 miles an hour. They look like they should be coming in a little bit quicker, and we are way out in front of it. And we take the W. We do not get swept. Back up to 500. Brandon Pfaadt, not a bad start. Not great. 5 walks, it looked like. But we've got a 3-game set. No breaks for a week and a half here. And coming into Miami and San Francisco on the homestand. And we take the first game. Take the second game. And now Tommy Henry, who we were just lamenting how bad his first 2 starts of the season were, has got a shutout going. Yet again, another 1-run game, but Corbin Carroll is the guy that is putting in all the effort here. We have 4 hits, and he's got 2 of them, 2 doubles. Jazz Chisholm already 0 for 2. We are 81 pitches. And smokes it through the 5.5 hole, 5.5, Tony Gwynn style. We will keep Tommy Henry in. If he has any trouble here, any more runners on, we will likely be going into McGuff and trying to finish off this game while we can. It is 2-2. Let's see if we can get him to chase again, maybe down low. And he does, pops it up to Marte, 1 down. Now Yuli Gurriel, 2 for 10 in the series so far. Starts it out, deep fly to McCarthy, but he is camping under it. We got 2 outs. We are well on our way. We just need 1 more. Time to shut it down. Brian De La Cruz, 0 for 3 on the day. And he pokes it over the top of Christian Walker's head to Alec Thomas into right field. We got runners on the corner, and depending on the matchup here, we may be going in to see McGough, but that is tough to see. Kind of jammed him, get it on the barrel, and he just muscles it out into right field. Gary Cooper already 2 for 3 on the game. Here we are. Let's fire it up. McGough on the mound. Thank you, Tommy Henry. 8 2/3. And this is going to go for our 16th save for McGough. He's only blown 1 so far this year. Down 2-0 real quick. And we do not want to make a mistake. He hits one right back up the middle, right between his legs. And there it is. Tie game. Runners on first and second. Not the result that we're looking for. And now they put in the pesky Luis Arraez, who is hitting .343 on the season. Not sure why he was on the bench that we want to be having up. And he gets a ground ball to Ahmed. Picks it up, throws it over to Walker. It's easy. Giving up 1 run here. Not how we wanted to see that go. They are bringing in Matt Barnes, who's got a .675 ERA on the season so far. And we've got our man, Corbin Carroll. And gets it just a lazy ground ball to Cooper. He tosses it over to Barnes, and we cannot get the foot race. 1 out. Christian Walker, 2 for 12 in the series. He's only got 1 home run. Let's see if we can start the rally out right here. And we get jammed a little bit, and a routine fly ball to left field. We've got 2 outs here. Time for Gurriel Jr. And Gurriel drives one. Is it over his head? No, he's on the warning track. De La Cruz tracks it down. That one was a ride. We had a chance. Now it is on to extra innings, the Manfred man. Let's see if we can bring it back just a little bit. And he hits it to Marte. We yellow the throw. Christian Walker picks it out of the dirt. That would have been a brutal throwing error if it happened at that time. And there's the suicide squeeze. He puts it perfectly to second base at Marte. And we get the out, but we cannot get that run because he was running right away. No shot. No chance for us to even get him there. Gets it to Longoria. Throws it over to Walker. That's the middle of the 10th here. And we've got some work to do ahead. We got Marte, Longoria, and Ahmed to start us off. They are bringing in Dylan Floro, who is 10 for 11 on his save opportunities this year. And now we are down 0-2 right away. Can't seem to pick up these off-speed pitches. 2-2 coming in from Floro. And we get him, hits it to hits it to the right side. A productive out for Marte. And now we've got the tying run with Evan Longoria up. We potentially don't have a chance to squeeze, but hopefully we can get a sac fly, something to the outfield. And we take the strikeout, swung through a 92-mile-an-hour fastball in the zone. And now we are down to our last out. And we take it. A easy ground ball to the right side of the infield, and the Marlins win as we were up 1-0 and we blow the save. Not good, not ideal. McGough taking the loss. Maybe in hindsight, maybe we should have tried to just go for the shutout. And we lose the first game to San Francisco, 11-1. Ryan Nelson gets absolutely shellacked in that one. And here we are with a 1-run situation again, coming in for another save opportunity here. A 1-run lead. We have the second best ERA for team wide, but our offense is pitiful, hence the reason why we are hovering around 500 this whole season so far. Up by 2. The closest is 13. And there's the runner. He takes off, and Marte is in the right spot at the right time, and we get the easy double play. The hit and run was on. We hung a slider, and he hit it right where our fielders were. And we get a little lucky on that one, and we will take everything we possibly can. And now we are down to one more out. Yastrzemski in, and we've got him down 0-2, right where we want him. And now we got a chance to strike him out for the game. And there it is! McGuff, league leading 16th save. We take this game down 6-5 against our divisional opponents. Carson Kelly, what a great game, 3 for 4. Christian Walker, another home run. Jake McCarthy, a home run. Lourdes Gurriel. We've the bats came alive here, and Jake McCarthy pulls a calf, and we're gonna have to find someone else take his spot. And looks like, yeah, I guess we're just gonna put Kyle Lewis out there. Dominic Fletcher is on fire. Might make the call up. The fact that we've only got 3 bench guys, I feel like we do need some space and maybe some speed. Might actually make sense to call him up here. We do have some options left to send him back down, so let's do that while we can. And I think what we'll actually do is we will put Dominic Fletcher out there against the righties. And as we sit at 500, and we are on cycle watch here, Gurriel Jr. needs a triple to get the cycle, and there is a chance. You never know the way that the gaps in the way the wall plays. Here on Mother's Day with the pink bat. What a dedication to go 4 for 4 for Gurriel's mom. Time to put the bat on the ball here. And we dribble it right back to Tyler. And he tosses it over to Bailey for the easy first out. And it looks like there will be no chance to hit the cycle, but we do take the win. Something we needed, an 11-0 victory. Gallen with the shutout, a 4-hitter, only walked 1, 11 Ks, lots of doubles it looks like. Dominic Fletcher coming up with the clutch call up. What a debut. Clearly we have a little bit of a piece to sell with him there. The A's are 20-22, and we look to get swept by the Oakland A's. Not what we're looking to do. Those are the types of teams that we need to beat. We lose the opener and on a 4-game skid. We need to come back, and now Marte is back from the injury. We take the win, 9-1 against JT Brubaker. So hopefully we can take the rubber match of the series and get that much closer to 500 yet again. And we lose the rubber match 11-10, and we are sliding yet again down the standings. Jake McCarthy not hurt anymore, and the Guardians have a trade offer, trading us their prospect Tyler Freeman. Let's see, he is a B prospect, 23 years old, currently up in the majors, hitting only 204, but developing quite nicely. He only has 1 minor league option left, being that we don't need him right away. The fact that McCarthy just came off of the DL gives us a chance to actually trade off Fletcher. And I don't think this is actually that bad of a deal. You know, we've got 5 more years of control for a guy with B potential. It kind of does hurt that we have to burn his option right away, because we're probably just going to send him to AAA. Don't really need him on the roster, but hopefully he could develop and become a potential starter in a couple years, maybe. I believe we're actually going to be taking this deal. And there it is, our first trade as we take another losing streak in Philadelphia. Corbin Carroll's cooled off just a little bit. Only hitting 288 now, but coming into a situation where the winning run is on third base here. Joe Mantiply has got to come in with 1 out against Trey Turner, who absolutely smashes lefties. Not a great matchup by the CPU. It is what it is. We have to deal with it. And we get him to chase the curve down and away. Let's see if we can kind of get him elevate a little bit. And he takes it. But now that we went up, let's go back down. And we got him swinging on the curve. We got 2 outs here. Mantiply with the clutch up. Not really thinking when we're managing that we want to bring in a lefty against these 2 guys. Another guy that can absolutely smash lefties in Castellanos. Nicky Two Bags. And we get the call at the knees on punch something down and away here. And we get the strikeout. End of the 9th. Let's see if we can win this game in extra innings. Mantiply comes in and shuts down runners on the corners. Connor Brogdon against Perdomo with the Manfred runner on second. Take a sacrifice bunt while we can. And that is exactly what we're going to try to do. And we pop it up. And that is that is not what you're supposed to do, Perdomo. The worst case scenario when we've got a runner at second, and now Corbin Carroll has got to come in and clutch it up. And we get a circle change right down the middle, and all we can do is foul it off. And he hits it to Trey Turner for the easy play, tosses it over to Hoskins. We have 2 outs with our runner still stranded at second base. Come up with something, and they're going to walk Christian Walker, which, you know, makes sense with the way he's been hitting this season. Longoria also hitting terrible with runners in scoring position. It may not be a surprise, but there it is, a rollover to third base, and Bohm puts it in. They shut us down, and now we have to shut them down. We struggle to score runs in general. And he pops it up to right field. It may be deep enough for him to tag, and he goes. We get the relay, a perfect throw, and he's in there. He's safe. They got the winning run at third, and there is a possibility the suicide squeeze could be in play. I do not doubt it, even with Rhys Hoskins. And it looks like we are up 1-2. Let's see if we can get him chasing in the dirt with the curveball. Not a bad pitch, but he's able to lay off of it. Now is our opportunity to potentially put him away with a slider. Changeup out. He pokes it off the end of the bat, puts it over Perdomo's head. Perdomo doesn't even try for it. And that is how they walk us off with one of the biggest fluke hits that you possibly could have. What a way to end the game, and they get the victory. Joe Mantiply takes the loss, and the Diamondbacks are on the struggle bus right now. A 3-game skid, down to 22-27, 6.5 games out. We are tied with the Rockies currently, and 2-8 in our last 10. Still on a 4-game skid. We've had 2 4-game skids in the last 2 weeks. Zach Gallen has 8 wins and 1 loss in this season so far. ERA of 186. Cy Young candidacy coming out of an abysmal team so far, and it looks like he was able to put out a good outing, and we had the win, but another blown save opportunity presents itself, and we are tied 6-6 in the bottom of the 9th, trying to walk it off against Nick Pivetta. As you can see, Walker seeing 273 with 17 home runs. He's cooled off just a bit. The OPS has dropped about 60 points this month. And he challenges, brings in the 4-seam fastball. Good timing, and it's a full count. And we strike out to start off the 9th inning. That hasn't been a repeat of everything else we've been doing this season. And Longoria hits a deep drive, and it is not that deep apparently. Gets under it. Yoshida out and left, and we are down to the last out of the 9th here. Gabriel Moreno hitting 293 on the year, and we dribble it to short, picks it up, throws it over to first. That is the end of the 9th here. It looks like Boston actually has picked up Josh Naylor in a trade. Not sure what happened to Casas here, and it starts out with Devers. in Philly. I do not blame that loss on him at all. Gets a grounder to Perdomo. Easy out at 1. We got 1 down. Josh Naylor, the newest Boston Red Sox, it looks like. I'm not sure who was at short. And it looks like Ahmed Rosario was at short, so they must have made a pretty big move to get both Naylor and Rosario. And he gets it out into right field. He pokes it, and he's running. He's going home. I didn't expect it to go. Oh, there it is. I did not expect him to go. I thought we had a chance. We didn't even throw it home. We just hit the cutoff. Weren't paying attention, and they took advantage. Yoshida with the score. Not even close. Down once again in extras. Need to come back here and shut down Duvall. And now let's see if we can get him with a curveball here. And we got him. Froze him at the knees with the curveball right down the heart of the plate. Let's see if we can get him a chase. Get out of this inning with a strikeout. And he drives it through the hole to left field. Gurriel picks it up. We got runners on first and second with 2 outs. With the way that Trevor Story can hit lefties, we are going to be taking out Manaply. And now let's see if we can get him in on the hands. Strikes him out. End of the top of the 10th. Josh Naylor coming in clutch for his new team. And now we've got to face Kenley Jansen. There's 1 full 4 on the day. And he gets the strikeout. We go chasing on the slider, down and away. 1 down. Marte up, trying to put something in play. Can't seem to handle it at all. Marte pops it up to right field, shallow right. He's got it for an easy out. There's 2 down now. We are down to our last batter, Alek Thomas, hitting .224 on the season. We are down 0-2 real quickly. And there it is. We get this single into right. I do not think we have enough speed. We're going to hold him up. Alek Thomas comes in real clutch. The hit that we needed, maybe I'm second guessing myself now, but maybe we should have just gone, give it a shot. Would it have needed a perfect throw? And he gets the call on the black. It looks like it's outside. And we're promptly down into an 0-2 hole. A lot of cutters being fed to us this inning. And we whiff. Jake McCarthy goes down. The Red Sox take the win in extras. We blow yet another good win, or a good start by Zach Gallen. Quality start out of him, just wasn't enough. I believe we are now on a 5-game losing streak. Can't seem to finish out these months. And Evan Longoria somehow on an 11-game hitting streak, as we are on we are 1-9 in our last 10 games. 4-game losing streak, splitting up a 5-game losing streak. And it looks like we are going to extend that to 6 games now, as we are down 4-0 into the 8th. Longoria's got a chance to extend his hitting streak here and also put the Diamondbacks on the board. Up 2-1 hitters count here. And Evan Longoria hits an absolute rocket down the line, but it goes 7.4 feet outside of the foul pole. And we get another hanging slider. Hits it hard down the line, but foul. And we get a hit up the middle. I think we've got it. He should have enough speed to get there. Even with the diving play, we should be getting the hit. We've got bases loaded. The hit streak is now up to 12. I really wish that would have gotten through. With the speed at second base, we would have at least been able to get on the board. And let's see, did we even get any runs out of that inning? No, we do not. We get shut out. Bases loaded in the 8th, and we cannot put it together. End up taking the loss. There might be a time for a change here, as we have gone 6-game losing streak into the last half of the May here. We are now 22-30, 8 games out. Just keeps getting worse. And it looks like, yeah, early April, the Red Sox acquired Josh Naylor and Ahmed Amed Rosario for just center fielder Jarren Duran. I mean, hey, maybe not in my league. Kind of an interesting trade. We also probably should be starting to think about making a move if we want to or if we need to. It is getting down to it. Perdomo coming in with 2 home runs, and we've actually got a lead. Can we make it a third? I think what we're gonna do, you know, when we got the chance, we are gonna be power swinging here as much as we can against Richard Blyer. Perdomo with 5 home runs this year. He's also hitting 271 right below our bat. And there it is. We strike out, end of the 7th. While we're up 9-7. It looks like we're fist bumping. We do get the win, and the Snakes out in the outfield celebration. We will take it down 9-7. McGuff with his 17th save. Perdomo 2 home runs. Christian Walker adding another one to his total. Might be pretty close to 20 so far on the season. A well-earned win to stop the 6-game skid as we come into the division series versus the Rockies. Yeah, we got swept by them in Colorado to end April, so hopefully we don't get swept in Arizona to end May. And it looks like there is a chance, but we've got a time to walk it off here against Daniel Bard. It is 2-2 in the bottom of the 9th. Corbin Carroll coming up. Corbin Carroll, a perfect swing, but it goes right to short there. Picks it up on one hop and fires it over. 114 off of the bat, just unlucky, hits it right at him. And now we've got Christian Walker, who is 2 for 3. And we get something down the line. It is just foul with the hanging changeup. But we've got a full count here. Got to get something started. A walk is as good as a hit for us right now. The way we've been swinging the bat, I don't even know. Do we have anyone to run for him? Jake McCarthy, potentially. Yeah, I think that is the play we got to go for here. I believe we should be going on the next pitch. It is a 1-1 count. And I think this is the spot for us to take off. As he throws over. And he gets a great jump. And it looks like he's got an easy bag. But strike 2 is called. And Gurriel hits the no-doubter to left center field over the big wall. Home run, walks it off. We didn't even need that much, but a 434-foot home run. That is what we're looking for. Gurriel with the nuke, and that's how we finish this game. Definitely needed that one. 4-2, huge hit. Good start as we got a little winning streak going. It starts with one. Perdomo's got a 12-game hitting streak as we come in with a tie game. But Perdomo hitting 272 on the season with his hitting streak, trying to keep it alive here in the bottom of the 7th. And we get a hanging curveball up in the zone, and it is just short. And it looks like he finally runs, and he almost gets thrown out at third. The dive into center field, Perdomo, I think he's got like 25 power, so even he must have absolutely nuked that one off the bat. But it was just enough to get right in front of center fielder. Probably it might have been Grichuk. I'm not sure who's out in center. But it looks like we take the win. We're celebrating. We got ourselves a little 3-game winning streak and a 13-game hitting streak for Perdomo there. We take the game 6-4. Somehow we scored 2 innings in the bottom of the 7th there, or 2 runs, and somehow gave them right back in the top of the 8th. And we're able to walk it off in the bottom of the 9th. Likely with the Moreno with his home run there. It looks like he's got 2 RBIs on that one. And we lose 3rd game, and our winning streak stops there. But we come into June now with a 25-31 record. We're 7.5 games back. We are 3.5 games out of the wild card. So clearly there is some room for improvement. 9-17 on the road. Let's actually take a look at some of our guys here. Adrian Del Castillo, a B catcher, hitting 301 in Double-A. Might be getting the call to bring him up to Triple-A here if he keeps it up. Tyler Freeman hitting 318, in AAA for us. Obviously he was hitting 204 with the Guardians before he got traded over to us, as they seem to be selling every piece possible, as they also got rid of Ahmed Rosario and Josh Naylor. Lawler, before he got injured, was hitting 310. A sad thing to see. Wish we would have saw more of that. Drew Jones finding a little bit of a struggle here at 19 years old in Double A. Lot of time for Drew Jones to develop into the potential superstar. Our pitchers here, Brandon Pfaadt having a good solid season here. Not a lot of Ks. K per 9 really isn't there either. He's got 49. His ERA is down, whips up a little high, but we don't really have a lot of other great pitching prospects you would see. Pedigrees that we're looking for. Might be something that we target here in the draft itself. And let's keep it going. We got a 4th game here in the series as we jump into June, and we take the W, and now we face off against Atlanta, who is actually kind of struggling this year. 27-30. Pretty much the same as us, as Raisel Iglesias is looking to shut us down. We got Christian Walker coming to the plate. Carson Kelly already has a home run this game. We take this win here, we would both be 27-31 heading into the final game. Started off with one, hey, walk's as good as a hit. And then it turns into a strikeout, so we don't even get a chance at either of them. We were late on every single fastball that he threw to us. And then the final one at 96 miles an hour, we were way ahead of, just too geared up and wired. And Gurriel finds the gap. Can that get over his head? It looks like he's going to be under it. Ozuna takes the jog and casually catches it in left center field. I thought we gave that a good ride. It is 1-2. Iglesias with the windup. And the whiff. Can't seem to get that timing down on his fastball, and he takes us down as we lose to the Braves 4-3. Looks like McGuff came into the 9th and gave up a run. Wasn't a safe situation though for him. June is starting out as we keep sliding yet again, and here we are. Perdomo is on his 15-game hitting streak, but Max Fried is slicing and dicing through our lineup as we are down 5-0 as he's got a shutout going. Hitting 275 with 5 homers. And coming into the bottom of the 8th, he throws a fastball right down the middle, and it is the bane of our existence right now. Can't seem to be able to piece those up at all. Either way ahead or way behind. And Perdomo slaps it right back up the middle. There it is, a 16-game hitting streak. We keep it alive, and maybe the Diamondbacks can start a rally here. We are up to 16 games on that hitting streak. We're able to take that 2-2 pitch right through the legs of Max Fried. And it looks like the Braves are celebrating. Weren't able to get anything going after that. And it is now on to yet another losing streak. Even if it's 2, it still feels like a lot. And we look to not get swept by the Braves here. And it looks like we might not be, as Christian Walker is on an 11-game hitting streak himself. We are up 9-3 coming into the bottom of the 7th here. We've had 13 hits, spraying the ball all around, it looks like. And potentially Perdomo has extended his own hitting streak while we were at it here. Dylan Lee coming in with the lefty-righty matchup. As we fight that one off, it looks like it was a good swing ourselves, but now we are down 0-2. And we whiff on a slider down out of the zone on an 0-2 pitch. And there's a chance that we will not be getting up yet again. Highly unlikely. Coming into the top of the 8th here, looks like we actually didn't get any more runs. Walker's hitting streak might be over here at 11 games unless something happens. And handshakes all around as we take that game. Corbin Carroll heating up yet again. He's got 2 home runs this game. Longoria and Marte also had home runs for us. And yeah, what a good start and a good game. Alek Thomas got hurt. Likely should be okay during that time. As the Nationals, one of the worst teams, we have really similar records, which probably means we're going to get swept. And we are down 2-1. Perdomo has got a 16-game hitting streak on the line as we look to keep it alive here. There are no outs, runners on first and second. This would be a perfect time to keep his hitting streak going. And we get a perfect from Perdomo. He drives it into right field. We've got 98 speed on first base. It looks like he's going to be scoring all the way from first. And now we're up 3-2. What a clutch hit for Perdomo. Extends his hitting streak to 17 with a double, a 2-run double to get the Diamondbacks up on the lead. That is exactly the swing you are looking for. Huge way to extend that game and keep it up going. And we get another AB. Looks like he scored in the top of the 7th there. So now it is 4-2 as Perdomo comes in for a second at bat. Maybe we can try to get him to go 2 for 4. It's 2-2 now. And we get a fastball up away out of the zone, but we have a lazy short fly ball to shallow left center field. And he is able to come take that down. And there are 2 outs there. But it looks like we are shaking hands just the way we like it. McGough comes in for his 18th save. Christian Walker goes 3 for 5. We lost the hitting streak for him, but he has not stopped hitting himself. We come through with the victory. That's the one we need. Zach Gallen, yet another gem. And we win the game, and it looks like we have a chance for Marte to hit his 3rd home run. We're down 7-4, but if we do hit our 3rd home run, it will tie the game here. Marte with 8 home runs on the year, 2 of them in this game. Marte hitting a $180 with runners in scoring position. Par for the course for the Diamondbacks this year. As we get a fastball right down the middle, but we are too early on it, and he puts it into the stands. Runners on the corner with 1 out. And he hits us. And now it is a... Let's actually get some base running on here, because I do want to see what happens here with Jake McCarthy up with a 2-2 count. We got bases loaded here in the top of the 8th. 1 down. What can we do? Jake McCarthy puts it on the ground. It looks like a double play ball, but McCarthy's got enough speed, and it is now 5-7. We score a run, but we are out at second. And can we keep the rally alive? We may just be skipping ahead and seeing who's shaking hands at the end of the game. And no, looks like we did tie the game. What a way to come back. It is the bottom of the 8th now. 7-7. Dom Smith up as he hits us a ground ball. Oh, we know how to field that one. Routine. Toss it over to first. Get him out of there. We may have another chance to hit another home run here with Marte, especially if it's 7-7. And yes, it is. 7-7. Top of the 10th. 2 outs. Manfred Man at second. Hunter Harvey on the mound. 5-pitch mix in. We just get walked right away. They did not want to give us a chance at 3 home runs. So it looks like Jake McCarthy comes up now. It is 3-0 to him. They may be walking bases loaded. These scenarios seem to be that almost never happen. And there it is, ball 4. We've got bases loaded with 2 outs in the top of the 10th. And Perdomo going 3 for 4, extending his hitting streak yet again. And he's got a lot of clutch. It looks like we have a chance to score multiple runs this inning. And there it is. It gets over the head. And no, we are holding up. We are holding up. I did not see how shallow left field was, but we got a game. We are up 8-7. 1 run. Perdomo coming in the clutch, putting that one over the third baseman's head into the gap. Yeah, he was playing a real shallow left field. I didn't even think to see. But Corbin Carroll now 2 for 14. This is the perfect time for him to break out. And he chops one in. No, it looks like he chopped it, but it was a lazy fly ball. Well, pop up to the third baseman. That is enough for the Diamondbacks to take the win. Chafin comes in for his first save of the game. But yeah, clutch base running by Marte here. I mean, hey, we got hit and we got we got a walk, but it was enough to get runners on, and that's part of the game, man. Put the ball in play. Baseball, a lot of things can happen, a lot of good things, right? Yeah, that is a sweep of the Nationals at a time that we needed to, as we are on a 4-game winning streak, getting a little bit closer to that 500 mark. We are starting off June real hot here. 5 of 7 games, not bad. And Brandon Pfaadt looks to bring us into Detroit. Potentially, we're going to be getting yet another hitting moment with Perdomo, as he went 2 for 4, keeps it alive, but we take the loss. And coming into Zach Davies has got a shutout going. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs, a 4-hitter going for Zach Davies. Javier Baez at second base, and Jace Young, who gets an early call up, it seems, as I believe he's still in Double-A at the current moment. But that doesn't matter. It's enough for them to come in. Now we're up 2-0 early. Let's see if we can get him a chase. Curveball down, too far down. Let's see if we can kind of sneak one in a little inside. And we get him with the strikeout. End of the 8th. We are still up 3-0. Zach Davies going for the complete game shutout. It looks like we still are there. We'll just we'll simulate the half inning, and we get 2 runs there, which is just beautiful. And now Zach Davies has a lot of room for comfort here, and all we need to do is challenge these guys and get out of this game. Fastball right down the middle, 87 miles an hour. Doesn't know what to do with it. Can't handle it. I feel like this windup takes forever. And a lazy ground ball over to Ahmed. He yellows it and tosses it to Walker, but that diamond defense there is good enough to scoop it. Didn't really expect him to be moving on that one. And Carroll with the speed, he should be able to get under this. And that's why we got a lot of speed on the outfield. Good times for good defense. And it's a good team to be a fly ball pitcher on. And lines out to Longoria to end the game. Zach Davies with the shutout 4-hitter complete game, and that is continuing the hot June. The A's are offering us, again, Ramon Laureano for Evan Longoria. I guess maybe we should say we don't want any more right fielders, because otherwise they're just going to keep offering it to us. I mean, I know McCarthy, he's handling his own. He just doesn't have a lot of pop himself. Back up into 3rd place. We are half game above the Rockies, 6.5 out, 3 games out of the wild card now, as we are chasing our chance to get back to the playoffs. And looks like we've got ourselves another 1-run lead. Andrew Chafin has put himself into the closer role here, but he's got facing Eric Haas. We may actually make the swap out here. Don't see the need to be pitching into Eric Haas and Jake Rogers, who both hit lefties pretty well. So we are going to put McGuff in, as it looks like he was injured. So when we auto put him back in, and he pops it up to Walker, and that is the final out. That was an easy one. We are winning 3-2. Take the series against Detroit. Still red hot in June here. As the weather starts heating up, so have the Diamondbacks. As I was saying, McGuff was injured for a few days. That actually took him out of the closer role, but we should be able to put him back in. But Christian Walker still staying hot. Yet another home run. We'll have to take the chance to see, is he leading the league in home runs still? And he is tied with Pete Alonso at 19, but still takes the lead in RBIs. Should be pretty close. Yeah, he's a leading MVP candidate for a team that's under 500 right now. And we've also got another guy working on a Cy Young. But here we are. We got a 4-game series at home, 7-game homestand, and Perdomo has got a 21-game hitting streak on the line. Let's see if we can keep it up. Zach Wheeler, 1-1 game coming into the bottom of the 7th. We got runners on first and second. Perdomo looking to clutch it up yet again. Perdomo has raised his average to 291 during this 21-game hitting streak. There's something we definitely want to keep going, as it is a 2-0. We are not looking for walks here, though, either. Keep the hitting streak alive and get ahead in this game. As he fires a sinker in there, 2-1. We were just a little bit early on it. Wheeler up to 99 pitches so far through his 6 2/3. As we get one, we get a hold of one. Perdomo, deep drive to right field, and he gets it at the wall. He is right there to catch it. And I thought we gave that one a ride for the century. Oh man, Perdomo, 55 power, but sometimes it's still enough to get through. Man, oh man, that was the swing you're looking for to extend both our winning streak in June here, our record, and also the hitting streak to 22. We got ourselves an easy ground ball. Looks like we're going to just take it to first. Get him out of there. Coming into the bottom of the 8th. Thomas, Carroll, Walker. Obviously, Perdomo was our leadoff hitter. Unless we go to extras here, we may not get another chance. We'll see what happens here. We are shaking hands. It looks like we take the victory, but it is sad to say Perdomo's hitting streak ends at 21. Even though, I gotta say, we did put a good one on it. We even scored 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th there. Perdomo must have been right on deck. I gotta believe he was right on deck. Maybe Carson Kelly was up to the bat, but he had his chance and it was right there. Marte goes 4 for 4 with the double. Christian Walker, yet another home run. Clearly is gonna be making a race for MVP this season, which could be great if he keeps it up. The rest of the team is on fire. And I think as Perdomo's hitting streak ends, we will probably end the video there. We have gone back to almost 500 here, 33 and 34. We were looking real low here with this 10-game stretch of brutal baseball in May here. And coming out hot in June, we've only lost 3 games. And I think, yeah, in my head, we're 8-3 so far, starting out real good. The homestand starts out nice. And we will see you guys next time. Peace out.